What is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video we're taking a mono DEX final tap lore team into the garp challenge Revolutionary Army 2, and in today's video we are doing an ode to my boy Jin-san. In today's video we'll be doing a tribute to the greatest man in the Discord of the StumpD server to create the bounty challenge of the mono DEX run against Revolutionary Army 2, and this is just a tribute. This is not the greatest run in the world. This is just a tribute to my boy Jin-san. And as you guys may be aware, Jin-san's favorite unit in the game is Final Tap Lore. So can I please, in the comment section, get Final Tap Lore is better than Final Tap Luffy? I want to see that shit everywhere. Now, in today's video, obviously we are taking on Revolutionary Army 2. If you guys are in the Discord and you're a part of the bounty hunters or the challenges, you guys will be aware that you can actually get your hands on some bounty. It doesn't affect the game, obviously, but it definitely affects the Discord. And the challenge for this month is actually beat Revolutionary Army 2 with a mono DEX team. Funny enough, Jin is the man that actually creates these challenges, and I don't think he realized what he started when he chose mono DEX against Revolutionary Army 2. So, if you haven't completed this challenge, this is the team that I used to complete it. It does it very, very well. And I highly encourage that you guys use Final Tap Lore as well, because Final Tap Lore is a weapon. He's just better than Final Tap Luffy. And the more people that complete this run with Final Tap Lore, the sooner Jin will realize that this particular character is actually good. He's a very good character, Final Tap Lore, and I stand by it. He's just better than Final Tap Luffy, Jin. I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it again, and you're probably going to hear it a lot through this particular video. But that's why it's an ode to you, my friend. That's why it's a tribute. It's not the greatest run in the world. It is just a tribute. But my boy Jin, before I continue though, I do want to let it be known that this is all just a piss take. I'm a big Jin, Jin, you know I love you. He does a lot of work in the community. So send all the love to Jin, because he's an absolute god, and I do appreciate him the hell out of him. But he did make a very, very big mistake in saying that DEX lore will never be used after his initial release. A month after his initial release, you'll never use Final Tap Lore or DEX lore ever again. Well, here we are with the challenge that you created, Jin, and I'm hoping every motherfucker uses Final Tap Lore just to complete this challenge. Honestly, if we just use Final Tap Lore to complete this challenge and everyone spams it in claim bounty, it'll make me incredibly happy. Another thing I do want to note is I do believe that Jin is probably going to create the same challenge and make it a mono quick run, hoping that everyone will use Final Tap Luffy. Now, I'm going to make a stand right here. Don't use Final Tap Luffy if he does make that challenge. I'm not saying he will, but he will. He definitely will. But I'm not saying he will, but he will. So, if he does, when he does, don't use Final Tap Luffy, just for shits and giggles. Don't use Final Tap Luffy. And as I mentioned, if you haven't completed this and you are doing the bounty hunters, use this particular team and spam it. And make sure to tag Jin-san in the claim bounty, because it's a lot of fun and it's really funny. But Final Tap Lore does it very, very well. My Corazon is Limit Break Expanded, but nevertheless, I don't think you need him to be Limit Break Expanded, especially if you have the Brûlé support. If you have Brûlé support, you can chuck Brûlé on either Luffy or Nami and Robin. That way, you definitely don't need Corazon Limit Break Expanded, as you'll have an extra Super Typing of Lore, and that way you can actually use the Super Typing of Lore here instead of the Corazon Special. But if you have Limit Break Expanded, you can get the healing back. But Lore hitting perfects gives you a lot of healing. You have Shirahoshi for healing, you have Corazon for healing. The big upside to this particular team is it's very, very tanky, and it can survive really, really well. Now, the idea of obviously doing a mono DEX run against Revolutionary Army 2 is the final stage is obviously strength, and the middle stage being Morley is strength as well. And most teams actually need to stall on Morley. It is a bit of a struggle stage, as there's 2 turns of defense up in Threshold, and then there's 5 turns of Resilience, and after 2 turns of the defense and Threshold, he puts up another 5 turns. So most teams have to sort of stall on this particular stage. You're about to see that. I'm about to fast forward it, because we are basically just going to stall our way through it. Now, with Lore just hitting perfects, you get a lot of healing back. Thanks to the Aura Jackson, you get a lot of healing back as well. And once that Threshold and Defense Up goes around after 7 turns, you can just pop the Lore Special with the Zoro Special support, and you can just clear this stage. Besides that Zoro support, that is the only notable support we are using for this particular team. If you have Brûlé, obviously it makes life a lot easier. You can use the Super Typing of Lore again. That way you get a little bit more healing as well. And this particular stage, you don't need the Zoro support, as you can just use Lore, and then you can just sort of take 2 turns, 3 turns to take out Morley. As long as you don't let him take a knee before his attack, you'll be absolutely hunky-dory. But nevertheless, this team actually does it really well and actually gets through the normal attacks only, which is really fun for the final stage. I did try and find a way to, well, there probably is. I'm not going to say I did try and find a way, because honestly, I thought about it, but I didn't give it enough thought to actually do it. You could probably bring, like, Super-type Zoro on this team with the Kyoto Shoutout support. And that way you can try and get around the threshold, the defense up, the resilience, and then use like the Beppo support on Law. That way if you hit a perfect, you get around threshold. But honestly, like, I just couldn't be bothered. And like Law's strength is like getting the perfects and like healing. And I just thought, screw it, why not like play towards Law's strengths. We have Shirahoshi for like after this stage as well. So if you're at really low HP on the Morley stage, just be mindful he does like 27k. As long as you can just sort of tank that and like with your orbs, with your perfects and your healing and like you just survive, you will be okay, because like once you hit this stage against Bello Betty, you're going to use the Shirahoshi special. You're going to get a lot of healing back from end of turn. It's like 13,000 as you guys saw there. Then on the next turn, you can use Corazon. So like you're going to have heaps of healing. You just need to survive Morley and you'll be fine. And Law does that very, very easily. The big struggle stage for this team is the Sabo Koala stage, but as you guys saw there, as long as you just sort of take out Koala with normal attacks, you can use the Law special to take out Sabo. Sabo, you take him out in 3 turns, Koala, you take out in 2. Just, like, don't listen to me rambling on about it, how, like, incorrect Jin is about how bad Law is. And you guys will understand how, like, well this team actually functions. Maybe just mute me and just, like, watch the run. That's probably the best way to go about it. But the whole point of this video is to talk about Jin and the fact that he thinks Law is a bad unit. So let me in the comment section below if you believe that Law is a bad unit too. I believe this run probably proves otherwise. We are using 2 free-to-play characters too, by the way, which is something to note. We have a rare recruit. We also have like a legend on the team. But other than that, like this team's pretty free-to-play friendly. Corazon's been out for God knows how long. Shirahoshi's been out for like definitely over a year and a half. I think she was Valentine's Day of like 2019, so she's definitely like 2 years old. Like I'm sure most people have this Shirahoshi. This team does the content fairly nicely without some crazy supports, besides like Super Type Zoro, I guess. But I guess you could probably use something else besides Super Type Zoro as well, so there's also that. But let me know, like I said, in the comment section below. Make sure to let Jin know that he's firstly that he's a god and I appreciate the hell out of him, but secondly that he's a fool for thinking that Law is not going to get any play and like after a month of his initial release, because like that's just insane. But like I keep rambling on, this particular video is a tribute to my boy Jinson. It's not the greatest run in the world. It is just a tribute. I couldn't remember the greatest run in the world. Oh, because this is just a tribute to the greatest run in the world, or the greatest DEX run in the world. Oh, you guys know that reference. Let me know in the comment section below. But as you can see, we've made our way to the final stage, and we've done it fairly easily. With the cooldowns of Nami and Robin, we can get the extra cooldown for Law, and then the Law special is just basically going to carry us home. And we are going to take that down easy peasy. So if you guys are looking for a way to complete this bounty event, I do normally put these up for members only, but obviously, like, this one's a freebie just because of Jin-san. So shout out to my boy Jin. I appreciate the hell out of you, and I love you lots, my guy. But if you also want to become a member, hit that juicy join button to support your boy even more. It's not expected, but it is greatly appreciated. So if you guys do that, I will love you long time. And obviously, all proceeds, they go back into the channel, they go back into the summons, they go back into the stream. So if you guys want to support me even more, hit that join button, and then you guys can access to my teams to take down these bounty events that we do put up for the Discord. If you're not part of the Discord, link will be in the description. Make sure to come across and join that as well. But make sure to smash the like button on this video, guys. And if you did enjoy it, smash that like button because it's free. And if you are new, hit that big juicy join button. Sorry, hit that big red subscribe button as well. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Lates!